not that easy to play that shot. And how late he plays that. Watches it, watches the ball come and hit his bat. Places it beautifully. And really fine.
This has been another scintillating half-century from Rohit Sharma. It is always elegant. You're going to get that with this man. He's got all the shots. He invents shots and he makes it look so effortless in everything he does. Nothing is forced.
Now that's what we were talking about, isn't it? Big for India, 11 already from 5 deliveries. The wagon wheel. It just tells you he has the ability to play all around the ground. Beautiful looking, flowing drives through the offside and through mid-wicket as well. But he loves it there. Square of the wicket. That's what he feeds on. 15 from that over, 169 for 1.
Now from 146. Just the one. That's 99 required now from 146. Just the one. It's been a thrilling day for India so far. Still have to get the job done and a long way from home yet. But Kuldeep Yadav picking up 6 for 25. Wonderful performance from him. And the skipper will collect 4 here with a deft touch for 4. 175 for 1. Plunkett in, and Rohit Sharma will collect 4 for this. He's now toying with England's bowlers, tantalisingly close to, well, he could either chop on there or offer a catch behind, but he knows what he's doing. Meanwhile, just reflecting back on England's batsmen, how they struggled against Kuldeep Yadav, not reading him.
That's predominantly the reason why India's chasing. 269. 6 for 25, Kuldeep. And then now a masterclass in batting, both from Rohit and Virat. Span of 3 deliveries we've seen 2 amazing touches, late cuts, once from Virat's bat and once from Rohit.
Short and picked up, man out there in the deep though. David Willey. Well, the equation is all in India's favour. 89 required from 141. Same stage. England were 140 for 4. Their opposition, India, are 180 for 1. Two is the call from Virat. He wants 2, and he'll get 2.
Shot and wide from Plunkett. Enough room for Virat. It's just me, or does the England fielding side look a little flat? Their body language.
I think because when they look at the big scoreboard here, it just says they're 182 for 1. And they feel probably, Deepu, that this is just beyond their reach. So much batting in this Indian lineup. Virat Kohli, a half-century. He's played delightfully well.
Makes those subtle changes in his technique. Look at him shuffling right across the onside and playing it on the on. When the field was 6-3, 3 on the onside. Those subtle changes. It's 183 for 1.
It's 3.7, and it started at a very modest 5.38. So this partnership now, which is in excess 100 to 125. India strolling this at 184 for 1. Rohit Sharma decides enough is enough and goes after it. Moeen Ali's put into the stands. Good catch too. Sign him up. Started at a very modest 5.38. So this partnership now, which is in excess of 100 to 125. India.
That really well with the turn over mid-wicket.
He makes room for himself, this time over long off. And now he gets forward, does he? I'm not sure if that didn't touch that boundary cushion. Well, it dropped like a bag of flour.
Well, I'm sure they'll take a closer look at that. Oh, that's a boundary. That should be a boundary.
It's 4. Given us 4.
Oh, 11 of this over already. Just 3 deliveries. Suddenly, I think that injury that we were talking about might be hurting Rohit a bit.
But he's going to smash everything and then go in for get some treatment. Is that how he works?
It looks like it. The boundary over mid-off. Manufactured shot. Then obviously the 6 before that.
This time Rohit Sharma is running quickly for the 2. He wants the 2 this time. There's no talk of any jelly beans around Trent Bridge. Thought there might have been some sweets around.
You like jelly beans, do you?
I love them. Not when on the floor. Watch Virat, it's gone up there like a mile. Cross for the second now. 16 from the over, 28 gone, and India.
Oh! Can you call that a drop, or can you just call it a great save? Ball is travelling, but England's chances today have been so rare. Nasser Hussain is alongside me.
Well, it's a drop, not an easy one. A lot of hang time there from Jason Roy. Never really fully had.
England have been real straight too. Look at that. Because the Kohli cover drive is just a thing of such great joy. It's not the conventional, fully flowing drive. He almost seems to check it once he's got enough punch behind it.
Fascinating. Usually when 2 batsmen are batting, the bowler would be preferring to bowl to 1 batsman. And at the moment, who would you rather bowl to? Rohit on 93, smashing it everywhere. Kohli in a run chase, just timing it perfectly. There is no let up either end.
That's one thing you run chase. He loves it so much. 205 for 1 from 29. They've gone after Moeen Ali. 5 overs for 38. Does play a big part of the balance of the English side, so maybe going after would hurt England.
Amazing, isn't it? That last Test series here where India lost under Kohli. India got a bucket load of wickets in that Test series. 19 wickets in the series. Just to put in context here as well, I mean, they say if you've got wickets in hand, obviously India have 9, they double your score after 30 overs, so puts into context 268. India would be looking at around about 420 if they were batting first. That's what Trent Bridge is like nowadays.
We do know the importance of 420, don't you? The Indian penal code 420s for offenders.
Right. Learn something new every day with you, Harsha.
There's going to be a slightly chastening experience for England, because England's style of limited overs cricket that served them so well over the last 2 years is that they were punching hard. That turned a bit. We wouldn't mind if the opposition throws a few punches. They back themselves to throw more punches. I think they're now up against a side that bats as well, if not marginally better.
Problem is the punches are different from the wrist spin of Kuldeep. They don't mind sparring off against sides that throw similar punches. Kuldeep is unique to him, and he keeps taking wickets. 207 for 1.
Adil Rashid in his 7th over, none for 36 so far. England have now got at either end, Adil Rashid, Moeen Ali. They played such a big part in the beating of Australia. You talk about the batting, about Bairstow and Roy and Butler, but these two took 24 wickets. Big part of England's bowling. Now, since that World Cup of 2015, that's become a defining moment every time you discuss England or England playing. 392 for 4, that was Mohali 2017. There isn't a 400 there. 400 is considered out of bounds. Now it isn't. 150 of the partnership comes up. But just looking at some of those, there's just one in 2015. Look how many there are in 2017. Come everywhere. Oh, he decided I'll go for it. A century for Rohit Sharma. It's almost becoming a tradition in a team that has Dhoni sitting in the change room, that you go reach 100 with a 6. The second white ball 100 on this tour. He makes batting look so beautiful to watch as Rohit Sharma.
Amazingly, his first 100 against England in ODI cricket. 18th 100 overall, back-to-back hundreds with the T20 at Bristol. What a player he is. Arguably one of the greatest white ball cricketers there's ever been, Rohit Sharma. 3 double hundreds, he is a machine.
That's high praise, and you don't do hyperbole for a living.
I don't hide at all that I love Rohit Sharma as a player. I just don't understand how he hasn't scored more Test runs. He's just got everything. He's got time, he's got class, he's got placement. He's got hunger. He is a sensational cricketer.
2:15 for 1. Now Moeen.
Ask you a question. I did IPL, Harsha, with you. Explain to me, having seen the last couple of innings, how does Rohit Sharma bat anywhere away from the opening batting position in IPL? Explain that to me.
Can you please repeat that about 150 times?
I did.
Because I've done it 100 myself.
I did it 2 games in the IPL this year. I did some at the dugout, whatever, but it was unbelievable. I saw Rohit Sharma send other guys ahead of him to open the order.
I've asked that question myself. The answer I've got is that there's a feeling that if he gets out early, then there's a bit of unrest around in the dugout. So he's better off controlling the innings from number 4.
We had another one here. Aaron Finch came in at number 6 or something for Australia, then went to Zimbabwe and smashed 170. Get your best players at the top of the order.
There's only one place Rohit Sharma must bat in white ball cricket. That is right at the top. What a way to get to 100 as well. It's almost becoming a tradition.
I think he picked the googly as well, didn't he? Rashid had 2 men back. Famously on this ground, another great, Sachin, was on 90 odd against Min Patel, bowling into the rough to him. Sachin just strolled down the pitch and whacked him for 6 with a long on to get to 100. Indians don't mind playing the big shot in the 90s.
Sometimes on 295, sometimes on 195. He's sure watching this game is Sehwag. Just in the slot of the shot, yeah, right. I think he picked it. I think that's also been the difference between the two sides, the ability to pick the ball out of the hand. Easy. Rohit Sharma, after he scored 100, just beware. Another 6, it's 224 for 1. Highest second wicket partnership this for India versus England. Previous best was 163, Sunil Gavaskar and Mohammad Azharuddin. Way back 1986 at the Oval. It's a year India remembers very fondly. Won the Test series here in '86.
Dry, hot summer. Beautiful. It has been. It's been absolutely perfect unless you want a green pitch. I think they'll just be good cricket pitches. I think there will be a bit of grass on it, but make no mistake, India got a pretty good seam attack as well. Don't put your eggs in that basket. Let's have a look at the 100 moment again. If it's up, it's off. 5 to 101, as easy as you like. Then he hit another 6 one-handed off Moeen Ali. Once he gets to 100, he just tees off Rohit Sharma. Big smile on his face, why wouldn't you? Yeah, I think the odd pitch will have a bit of grass on. Not so much because it's India, everyone say a home advantage. More to do with English pitches, just groundsmen like to have a bit of pace in it, get carry. If there's no grass on it, August, it can get a little bit slow and low. Edgbaston can get a bit dry.
Now as a back foot in the air, it was so wicket at last for Adil Rashid and for England. Called for the replay, but Kohli's gone. He's about 30% of the way to the boundary already.
Yeah, he's walked. They've asked for it, on-field umpire, but he's walked off. Good quick hands from Josh Butler.
Thank you, fair delivery, and your best side on now.
It's not very conclusive, this one might be.
Yeah, foot's well lagged. The ball's been taken clearly. Yeah, the decision is out. Please
wonderful
lay it
innings
out.
though from Virat Kohli, 75. Very good partnership with Rohit Sharma. So it's not fast as its verdict. Virat Kohli goes. India 226 for 2. He's made 75 of 82 in a run chase. Richards Number 4 has been a big problem for 2 years.
Well, I mean, my first gut feel would be that you have to be a seriously good player to move Kohli from number 3. You know, you're talking one of the greats of the game. So someone's going to move him, and his stats at number 3. Rahul is a pretty good player. If anyone could move Kohli from 3 to 4, Rahul would be an option. I prefer it this way round. You look at the best one-day sides, whether it be Viv Richards or Ricky Ponting, or whoever, they come in at 3. Top 3 is where you want to bat.
Just get a single. Good century for Rohit Sharma. And Rohit Sharma scores runs, you remember the shots.
Yeah, the only time on this tour actually played an ugly innings was that second T20 at Cardiff. It just wasn't a Rohit Sharma innings at all. It was a hack. This certainly isn't. Very rarely does he play ugly innings. He's very pleasing on the eye. He has so much time, so much class.
You mentioned he looked happy when he got to his 100. Most batsmen do. I know one that was a bit angry. It will be the anniversary of that day tomorrow.
Yes, Saturday at Lord's, isn't it? Is Ganguly around? I've not seen Saura. I saw him on the balcony at Lord's the other day. He tweeted a picture.
And you retweeted that, I saw it. In his own way, Nasir Hussain is on Twitter doing his thing. Gee, you were angry when you got that 100.
Not as angry as when they knocked him off at the end. 319 runs later, I was angry. Be a great occasion, Lords. Coming up, the second ODI. Here's the wagon wheel of Rohit Sharma. Scores 360, doesn't he? Classic in the V. Hits a lot of boundaries in the V, but also square of the wicket. Can hit it anywhere.
And a lot of those square tend to come early on when he likes to go through with the shot.
Wilco's done the maths for us. 50% offside, 50% leg side, according to Dr. Wilco.
Oh, so he's moved on from jelly beans there.
Yeah, to maths.
Do England need to worry after this performance? They just say, look, it's a blip. We've been a magnificent one-day side, but you can get... Adil Rashid.
Well, quietly, nice for Rashid. Many, as you say, 7 years since Virat Kohli's been stumped in international cricket. So Rashid to get Kohli, albeit after he got 70 odd, 75. Good for his confidence.
I hope it crossed your mind that I didn't talk about football. This was the dismissal. Drew him forward, and the backwood did go back in time. Were you distraught last night?
The Suns were rowing with each other at the end about Rashford. One likes Rashford, the other doesn't, so they were rowing. Was he brought him on for? Have to break them up.
As an Arsenal fan, you must be used to disappointment.
Arshie is so much better than that, seriously. 3 balls to go, you put in a football Arsenal sledge to me.
And it's a spinner bowling, so I thought I might not get a comeback. Indian age just 39 of 93. Yes, I mean, you were a batsman. Have you seen Merlin? Can you read up?
No, the Merlin, you see nothing at all. Absolutely, the ball just comes from nowhere. So I guess that's what England are seeing at the moment. Ball coming from nowhere. I mean, that's Rohit Sharma for you. Look at him. Outstanding figures.
It's in the gap. And we'll go one. Just bounces a second time for 4. You think watching a Rohit Sharma century is great fun, but watching Rohit Sharma after he gets a century is even more so. bowling front of the hand, Rashid. I don't know why. He's called for 2. He might get more, actually. Should be looking at 3. Johnny Best, I think, let's stay with 2. Best has done a lot of running down there. 9 of the over, 237 for 2.
So just 32 required now for India. 89 balls remaining. Important time this for KL Rahul to spend in the middle, but it's been Rohit Sharma. Another century. His 18th one-day international century. And already on this tour, this man KL Rahul with 100, unbeaten 100 at Old Trafford in the first T20 international. Sharma with 18 centuries in one-day internationals for India. Saurav Ganguly with 22. Virat Kohli with 35. They're all looking up at Sachin Tendulkar with 49.
A few all these one-day international hundreds will go with a little bit of skepticism. Unlike in test matches, I think one-day international hundreds is the privilege that only the top 1, 2 and 3 have. You know, when you look at more hundreds, those are the batsmen who will always feature with the most hundreds. Batsmen who batted virtually right through their careers at number 1, 2 and 3. Very rarely you find a number 4 or 5. Now Yuvraj Singh is terrific one-day batsman, one of the all-time one-day batting grades. Nowhere really have close to the kind of hundreds that Saurav Ganguly or Tendulkar had. Virat Kohli also batting at number 3, having 35 is incredible. Test match is a different scenario. Big appeal from the bowler. Test match is not so much about numbers, it's just about how good you are, and that's why you've got to take your hats off to Tendulkar along with those one-day hundreds, 50 test hundreds.
Absolutely. And have a look at this now, round the wicket. Good seam. Bat tad. Otherwise, I think David Willey might well have had a good case in his favour. Only 2 players in that list we just saw there seem to be averaging 50 plus were Virat and MS Dhoni.
Yeah, just a confirmation there of that inside edge. Again, that's a ball to bowl. Keep bowling to Rohit Sharma right up there. Always have a little bit of a chance. And what about Hitman? Another 100. And how comfortably he's gone there.
Down the pitch goes Rohit. He goes on to 118. And India 239 for 2. India won the toss. Virat Kohli won the toss. They put England in and they got off to a racing start. 73 for no wicket in 10 overs. And then Kuldeep Yadav wreaked havoc with England's top order. 6 for 25. The young left-arm wrist spinner took. We have a centurion in Rohit Sharma. It'll be interesting to see who the man of the match goes to.
You watched a little chat this morning, Dinesh Karthik and Rohit Sharma having a little discussion among themselves. It was really nice to listen in. And Dinesh Karthik asked him about this tag that he has now, Hitman of Indian cricket, and whether it should now get to another level because of the kind of performances that he's putting in another international 100. And I said I actually quite like that tag of being a hitman. Started with Rohit Man. So that's the nickname for him these days, and Hitman is at it again. 100 in the T20 International,
Another one at the 50 overs level. And plenty left. Spare in the tank.
He'll not go backwards. Well, for Virat Kohli, Virat is leading India for the 50th time in a one-day international. With 38 wins, he's the joint most for any captain going into his 50th ODI with Clive Lloyd and Ricky Ponting. Shot. Just times this impeccably over extra cover.
Just have a look at this ball now. It's a great delivery. It's a teasing leg spin outside the offside. The one Chahal bowls to English batsmen slightly wide. And look at the reaction from an Indian batsman. And see the difference that Adil Rashid would feel from the kind of response that he gets from the batsman that he has to put. This is the exact delivery that Chahal bowls. And not too many English batsmen are able to play this shot, the lofted extra cover drive. So
just 23 required now for India to take a 1-0 lead in this 3-match series. David Willey persevering round the wicket.
Surprised by the kind of results that we've seen, or was it expected from this team now? They're so good in white ball cricket. They were losing the T20 International Series here again in a great position to win the first one. Are you surprised that England haven't really challenged this Indian team as much as they expected at this stage?
Well, expectations were high after they trounced a poor Australian team. An Australian team without the likes of Steve Smith and David Warner. Well, we've just mentioned this, Sanjay, that after 50 matches as captain, Virat Kohli joins, if he wins this, he will join Clive Lloyd and Ricky Ponting. With Australia being trounced as they were, and they lost the only T20 international, and with Butler and Jason Roy, best of all of them in such imperious form, it was felt in these shores that the visit of India, where Virat Kohli has struggled in his previous visits, and then when the Jasprit Bumrah had that injury in Ireland and he was ruled out, the T20s and the ODIs here, that this was England's time. But my word, has India and this Indian team shut the door in their face. There's a long summer ahead. India are going to stroll this first match because they've answered in the most emphatic way. India are here to make a huge statement.
Yeah, the tour has started off pretty well. You can see a very nice, light-hearted, happy climate in the dressing room. Kuldeep Yadav knows that he's going to be in front of the camera shortly, perhaps man of the match, so making sure he's looking right, running his fingers through his hair. In the meanwhile, you've got to say an important innings for KL Rahul, because India is using him at number 4. We assume that he'll bat at number 3. Virat Kohli batted at 3, so this is a new experiment for India to try somebody like a Rahul at number 4. All the other positions mostly taken. Mahendra Singh Dhoni at 5 or 6, Hardik Pandya a little later. Number 4 has been up for grabs. Dinesh Karthik has been used on occasions. Manish Pandey on occasions. So this is the new sort of step. Suresh Raina is there in the squad.
Rohit wants the single, and he'll get it. 38 gone, 249 for 2. For quick singles.
Sure, he'll be a little relieved that the captain is not with him anymore, batting with him, because Virat Kohli keeps pushing his partner right till the very end. It's so much part of his DNA and his instincts as a batsman. Keep looking for that extra run, no matter what the score and what position the team is. We've been talking about Rahul at number 4, so this is a new step for India, trying out Rahul at number 4. Total of just about 10 matches, 10 innings at number 4 twice. Short, very short sample size here, small sample size. 23 runs, so mostly opens. But there's no way you can dislodge Dhawan and Rohit Sharma at the top. They just sort of command those positions, isn't it? So Rahul, so make do with the slot at either number 3 or 4. Virat Kohli is batting number 3 and no one can challenge that move, which means he'll have to develop a game for number 4, Rahul. Chipped away on the offside, couple of runs. We'll be foolish to assume this kind of dominance will continue in the test matches as well, because all said and done, that's where England really come in full force.
Well, he's belted this through mid-wicket for 4. Rohit Sharma wants to finish this quickly now. He moves up to 133. Yes, I think, Sanjay, we're going to see, I've just listened to Nasser Hussain talking about the pitches. There'll be good pitches for the tests, but there will be a little bit more grass on them, and we will see Broad and Anderson coming back into the fray. Whether they'll be fit enough to play all 5 test matches. It's a demanding test series.
But nice gaps in between, so it's not back-to-back test matches, so players will get their rest. One thing for sure, when we watched India in South Africa, where the pitches had something with seam bowlers, there is life, pace and bounce and seam, then only batsman really comes through and is consistent with the bat for England. That's Virat Kohli. And on this trip, that's the case. He needs company. 258 for 2.
To binge watch all episodes, subscribe to Sony Live.
Would seem to be the last throw of the dice here for Owen Morgan. He's going to bring Joe Root on here to bowl his off-spin. Remember the test match here, Sanjay, when Michael Vaughan came on to bowl off-spin.
Hold on.
Oh,
there's your friend.
There's a meeting there. The Arun, skipper, and the director.
Oh, now the head coach.
Thoughts. And Sachin, I think, was on 97. Sachin was on 97 batting here. Michael Vaughan got one through his defence, and he's lived on it ever since.
Well, Joe Root has come typically to just finish the formalities. India just 11 runs short of a win, so it's taking the burden off the bowlers. Another commanding performance from Rohit Sharma, hitman, will remain not out as India just 3 runs short of the winning target. It's 137 not out. Can't see him giving his wicket away now. Rahul is on 7. So India incredibly have won 9 bilateral one-day series on the trot. 9. England 7. So this is really a matchup of 2 in form 50 overs cricket teams. In the first match, India prevailing.
Single off the last ball of the over. 267 for 2, and just 2.
Welcome to anti-corruption. Got a very special case for you. I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Line of Duty. To binge watch all episodes, subscribe to Sony Live.
This is how this match stands. This first Royal London one-day international in the series of 3. England bowled out for 268. Kuldeep Yadav 6 for 25. And 2 runs required now. Well, that's one of them from Moeen Ali as he misses the target by about 4 feet down the leg side. Will he miss it again? 1 required, scores a level. Winning runs from KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma will finish 137 not out to go with Kuldeep Yadav 6 for 25. 2 match-winning performances from them. India have won the first of 3 one-day internationals overwhelmingly.